In our previous studies, we have done some of the topics from Dryden's essay of dramatic poesy. In the sequence of topics of this work, we have done definition of drama, comparative study of ancients and moderns. Now we will proceed towards comparative study of French and English dramatists. In the essay of dramatic poesy, we know the four debaters first discuss the comparative merits and demerits of the ancients and the moderns, and then proceed to the respective claims of the French and English dramatists to greatness. And right now, we are going to discuss this comparative study of French and English dramatists to greatness. Lycidas, one of the speakers, speaks in favor of the French. He considers them superior to the English for a number of reasons. He gives many reasons for his claims. First, he says that the French observes the unities to perfection. The unity of time they observe so well that the action in none of their plays exceeds 30 hours. Indeed, they interpret single revolution of the sun to mean 12 hours and not 24 hours and try to reduce all plays to this compass. They fully observe the unity of place. The entire action being limited to the spot where it began, it is rarely that they go outside the city or town. In addition to this, they do not burden their plots with underplots, which divert the attention of the audience and the readers. Then they have nothing as bad as the English tragicomedy, in which we get here a course of mirth, there another of sadness and passion, and a third of honor and dwell. Therefore, variety, but in a more reasonable manner. The end of tragedy is to beget admiration and compassion or concernment, and this end is defeated by the mingling of mirth. So, this is his first point to defend French dramatist. In second point, he says that the plots of their tragedies are based upon some known history, but they mix fact with fiction so well that they are able to arouse concernment even though the plot is a well known. In this respect, they have excelled the ancients. They are never guilty of the absurdities of Shakespeare, who crames the business of 30 years into 2 to 3 hours. Thus, there is no just representation of nature but drawing of her in miniature. This, instead of making a play delightful, makes it ridiculous. He says that the English are not true to nature. Then he presents his claim that there is no multiplicity of action and incident in their plays, and so there is enough time to represent one passion well and fully, instead of being hurried from one to another as in the English plays. And there is no doubt in their plays one character is exalted above the rest, but due attention is also paid to the other characters, and every one of them is given a suitable role to play. Defending French dramatist, Lycidas speaks that the French manage their narrations or relations much more skillfully than the English. The narration of events antecedent to the play, but necessary for its understanding, is generally avoided with great skill by the suitable management of the plot itself. There are relations of events that have happened off the stage, and through such relations they avoid the tumult There are relations of events that have happened off the stage, and through such relations they avoid the tumult and violence of the English stage. Everything too cruel, obnoxious, absurd, or unnatural is thus kept out. In this way, they avoid the ridicule of showing death on the stage. All patients may find a just and lively representation on the stage, but not all actions, and dying is one of them. Narration is also necessary to reduce the plot to a more reasonable compass of time. Further reason for this is that there are no sudden changes or conversions in their plays as in the English. They use rhyme, which is to be preferred to the English blank verse. The use of rhyme beautifies their plays. So, with these arguments, Lycidius defends French and proves inferior English dramatist. Then Neander is the speaker who defends English dramatist and proves wrong Lycidius. Neander or Dryden. Here Neander is spokesperson of Dryden. In disguise of Neander, Dryden himself speaks here. Neander or Dryden speaks after Lycidius. He demonstrates the superiority of English over the French. In in Neander's words, there is no doubt that the French plays are more regular and the laws are better followed, and it is also true that English plays have many irregularities, but neither are faults nor their virtues are considerable enough to place them above us. According to Neander, they lack the rich variety of humor which the English plays have. And Neander presents a statement that Molière, one of French dramatist, and some other French dramatists have started mingling tragedy and comedy, as Lycidius condemns tragicomedy in English dramas. So Neander says that Molière and some other French dramatists have started mingling tragedy and comedy, the serious and the gay, in the manner of the English. Their plots are too much alike to please often, they lack variety. Dryden passes on to justify tragicomedy. He does not he does so on the following grounds. First, contrary set of each other. A scene of mirth introduced in a tragedy refreshes and provides its relief. Compassion and mirth do not destroy each other, they are found together in nature also. Tragicomedy is a pleasant way of writing not known to the ancients or to the moderns of any other nation. So these are the grounds on which Neander tries to defend tragicomedy in English drama. Further, he argues the English plots are copious and varied, the French bare and narrow. They have only single action. We have underplots or by consonants, which, however, move with the main action, and so the unity of action is not destroyed. On the ground of only single plot, Lycidius defends French drama, but here Neander says that English dramas have underplots, but they move with main action and do not destroy the unity of action. Thus, there is a combination of variety with unity and therefore greater pleasure. Their preoccupation with a single theme does not give them any advantage in the expression of passion. Their verses are cold and the long speeches in their plays are tiresome. During the performance of a French play, we are concerned for our own troubles instead of being concerned for their imaginary heroes. Long speeches may suit the genius of the French, they do not suit the English, who are a more sullen people and come to the stage for refreshment. Short speeches and replies are more likely to move the patience, and wit and repartee are the chief graces of comedy. In the chase of wit, the English have reached perfection and are superior to the French. The more the characters in a play, the greater will be the variety. Only this variety should be